Coffee's great. It's that one thing that helps you get out of bed on a workday and also helps with that sore head on Sunday mornings. Coffee is getting easier and faster to make. Now with coffee pods and a touch of a button, you can have your own style of cafe coffee in just under a minute and for 1/5 of the price. There's just one major flaw. There's no easy way of recycling these pods. Each day, Aussies go through 3 million coffee pods, and only 10% of these are recycled. The rest go to landfill. In order to recycle these pods, you have to pierce the seal and scrape out the used coffee grounds, which is a potentially unsafe move. Not to mention, extremely frustrating. Even if you do manage to get out all the coffee grounds, the pod may not always be able to be recycled because of the plastic and foil seals still attached to the main body of the pod, making this a hard, worthless and extremely messy process just to remove some coffee grounds from a pod. The aim of the major project is to produce a product that will allow coffee pods from various brands such as Nespresso and Expressi to be recycled in a simple step-by-step process. The adjustable, easy to use, safe and simplistic design would remove all foil and plastic seals from coffee pods and allow used coffee grounds to be emptied from the container. The main objectives of the design are to create a device that allows the base of all popular coffee pods, both aluminium and plastic, to be recycled completely. Some of the areas of investigation include materials, processes, functions of the design, safety features, and environmental impacts. The ideas generation for this major design project stems from the main objectives outlined in the identification and exploration of the genuine need. Numerous sketches of different designs were completed as a way of effectively viewing different methods of solving the aim. The sketches were used in conjunction with mind maps and PMI charts, which were utilised to research design methods that could possibly be included in the major design project. Numerous products were explored, however there is only one similar product on the market to date. The Recycler Cup is a specialised coffee pod cutter that only caters for one specific pod, and not a variety, which severely impacts on the effectiveness of solving environmental issues. Design factors that have been considered in the development of the major design project are function, aesthetics, finance, ergonomics, quality, obsolescence, durability, recyclability, life cycle analysis, the need, and safety. Experiments. In total, there were several experiments which were undertaken. These tested various areas that were pivotal to the success of the project. Some experiments included the use of acetone to smooth ABS plastic, testing of designs, and the testing of silicon molds. The final product was designed using computer-aided design on Autodesk Inventor. There were numerous parts that were designed before a part could be made that I was happy with. The final design features several different parts. The next step in the manufacturing of the design was setting up and using the 3D printer to create the file from Autodesk Inventor into a virtual prototype. Each was printed out individually and then supporting scaffolding was removed to clean up the design. Next, the top part and scoop cover were sanded down to be prepared for painting. During the sanding, some layers were exposed, which caused imperfections on the surface. Plastibond was used to cover up these parts and was sanded smooth after drying. The last and final step was painting the parts that were sanded. This proved to be the most challenging part, as many of the paint coats started to crack when drying due to the cold weather. Eventually, the right conditions were utilised in the middle of the day on a weekend. Finally, an acrylic sealant was applied to the surface to reduce chipping and cracking when being used by the consumer. Evaluation. The evaluation of the major design project was ongoing. The ongoing evaluation occurs after each section and is highlighted in orange throughout the folio. The MDP was evaluated based on the criteria to evaluate success. The design is a functional, aesthetical, and ergonomic product that caters for a various amount of coffee pods. If in time a new type of pod is released to the market, a new ring will only have to be manufactured and not a completely different product. The Green Bean pod cutter works in the following way. The top part is a universal holder for the rings. The dimensions of the rings vary depending on the size of each pod. The interchangeable rings then slot into the universal holder. Finally, the cover slots into the ring. The scoop cover has 5 different sizes as it fits to the diameter of the Gardens feature on each of the different size rings. The consumer uses the product by simply fitting the pod to the Gardens feature, pushing the pod into the blades, and twisting the product in the preferred direction. The consumer then can use the cover that doubles as a scoop to remove harder and compacted grounds. After the process is finished, the consumer can take apart the product and easily wash it. Overall, the final design successfully solves the genuine need for a product that removes the seals of a variety of different sized coffee pods. The product achieves the need of supplying the public with a safe, genuine, and affordable product to reduce their landfill waste.